reference number for my previous call? No, I do not. But I can tell you all about that previous call. We discussed that my PO box has been overpaid for 10 years. You did not offer me a refund. We did update the address and I was supposed to be sent an email in regards to the new billing price, which again, evidently if it's been overpaid for 10 years, one would say that there shouldn't be a billing price this year. That's stated. You haven't sent me an email and you did make it very clear to me that to change that address, which has been changed twice without my authority or my consent, let alone my input, that it is extremely hard, which proves that either Staff Force or the AFP were involved in changing that address. I am simply asking for the bill that I need to pay prior to the 30th of April to maintain and keep that post box. If you do not send me that bill by this time and I do not travel down to Mount Gambier, which I do not plan to do now, I will not be able to renew that PO box. Now, a loss of that PO box is obviously going to add to torts and damages which are currently incurred in a cover-up of pedophilia that the police are involved in. So can you please look back through the notes in regards to Marcia Anita Hobbs, born 25th the 4th, 1984, and her PO box 3510 Mount Gambier 5290, and make sure that I get a renewal within the next 2 days.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to do this for you. Can I ask you, I'm happy to check as well the previous, the agent had taken any action or not. So do you, if you don't mind, could you please give me a phone number or an email address which you give it to the previous agent so that I can check the previous notes for you?
Okay, so phone number 0432
Thank you so much. And your full name?
Marcia Anita Hobbs.
Thanks, Marcia. I'm just checking. Yep, I can see your case. Give me a minute.
Yep, you can also see that the date today is Friday the 26th of April, which means that there's 4 days for this PO box to be renewed before it becomes a legal issue and a deliberate disruption to my mail.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so I can see your one case, which is reduced rate, which you are in that you are paying over rates. So that one is they are happy to refund, but they saying that you need to go to for the assessment with the post office. That's the one thing.
Sorry?
For the reduced rates.
Yes.
Always it's done by the post office because they are the one who can do assessment, and then they will give us information the assessment is passed and you are eligible for the reduced rate of your PO box.
Okay, so wait 1 second. I'm gonna make sure this is extremely clear, okay? Especially considering at the moment all of these types of tort actions are subject to public disclosure and obviously subject to me recording phone calls. So you want me to go into a post office box and you want me to discuss the address change, which I didn't approve, have any type of input in or otherwise, to be changed to an address which I am willed and actually part of as my family, which was the only address that I have ever applied to that PO box. You want me to go into any post office and resolve this issue. Is that right?
And yes, any post office for the reduced rates, because if reduced rates apply, this is only done by the post office because they are the one who can do the assessment, and if the assessment is passed, then it means that you are eligible for that.
And what is this assessment based on? Because I am due to fly out to New York shortly. So if this is going to be an assessment based on my license address, which is not going to contain my home address, well, then that's not going to be an adequate resolution for something that I never changed, that I didn't have any type of input in, and evidently, as I've just explained to you, regarding Koondai Road, Congrong West. So, again, what type of grounds are you going to be trying to assess this on right now? My birth certificate? Because my birth certificate says I was born in Adelaide.
No, you don't need to give your birth certificate. You just need to give the residential address, that...
So I've already given that address.
Yeah, I can see that. So this is the address. You just need to go to the post office, let them know that you are living at that address. You have any mails over there, never, and you paying the high amount in the PO box, but you are eligible for the reduced rates. So they will just go through that address and check and everything, and I'm not sure that what other requirements, but what they are looking for your address is eligible for deliveries or not. If you are not, then you are eligible for the reduced rate. It's a very simple, really.
I know I'm eligible for the reduced rate because my parents also pay for, they have to pay for that because there's no delivery address out there. So I know exactly what I'm applying for. That is the address that was linked to PO Box 3510 when I opened that PO Box in 2001. It has been changed twice. It has been changed to a Penola Road address and then a Marriotttville address, which I was told in the last phone call is a very difficult thing to be changing without my authority or consent. Yet, it has been changed.
Absolutely. So, Marsha, I can see the delivery center response. It's given by the Mount Gambier Delivery Center. They are mentioned that please, advise to customer to go to the local post office and for the reduced rate, and please bring documents with residential address on it.
And that's what I've just said to you. I have a consulate green card to go to New York. Okay, that is my parents' address, the home that I inherit if they die. God fucking forbid that they died tomorrow, right? That stated what address or what paperwork are you expecting me to provide in regards to an address that I never changed and a house that I reside in if I go home?